Hi Cancer, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what is coming towards you. Whenever you see this, that's when you're meant to find it. That being said, of course, be completely honest with yourself. Never give your power away to tarot. If it doesn't resonate, it's just for another Cancer out there. We're going to start with this message here, all in one and one in all. And this comes with a mudra gesture, and it's like you make the okay sign, like so. Face one down and then one towards you. Connected with the eternal light, my true self reveals itself. It radiates my love into the world. Through our connection with the cosmic consciousness, we can give up, surrender our fears, doubts, worries, and daily burdens, Cancer. In the security of this bond, we are never alone. We are all one. I love that. You guys, I've said this to a couple of other signs. I'm not quite sure if I told you about this. This is cool news. About 6 months ago, I asked you guys what kind of music, if you like any music on YouTube, what do you listen to? And by a landslide, relaxing, anti-stress, sleep music, meditation music came up. I'm a musician and a music producer, and I make music for TV and film, and typically fill out, make music for these briefs that I get. But I thought, how cool would it be if I actually just treated my subscribers like they were giving me a brief, and I made music for them. So I've started a channel for you guys. We'll put the link in the description box below. Go check it out. I'm going to continue making music for it, and I'm going to make a sleep channel as well. But the first channel I've published, it's all about escape. It's about meditation music or studying music. It's just about calming the nervous system. You can do activities with it. I did kind of crash my own vehicle listening to it the other day. I literally ripped off the corner of my bumper. I don't know if that was because I was so into my own music or if that was because it was so relaxing. Don't operate heavy machinery. Don't listen to it while you're on your excavator. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy it, and you'll see why I say it's an escape. I think I'll put a little blip of it at the very end of this video as well, because I've made you a little world to escape to. Getting into your reading. Yes, please like and subscribe. And you guys, if you like this channel, if you enjoy this channel, man, please help me make you my day job, right? So like and subscribe if you want, but like the video, it's free. And you already have 2 cups out, and the bottom of the deck we've got sun. Yeah, it's free, and it just really helps the channel grow, so I appreciate you. Getting into your reading, we have 2 of Cups. This is a partnership, a divine partnership of sorts. If this is a friendship, I will say, oh my God, the Empress card. Wow, my nose is itching. So if this was like a professional relationship or a friendship, I'd be like, this is a John Lennon, Paul McCartney thing. Like, this is a very good amazing partnership. However, if this is like a love partnership that we're talking about, this is soulmate energy. We have out the Empress, and the Empress talks about abundance, also something that which could grow. We have the Judgment card. That is huge. Why is this reading so epic? And then a decision to be made. Wah, wah. We got to make a decision? Damn. I thought it was just smooth sailing. Judgment card is a big growth spurt. So this can be some kind of promotion. It could be as deep as a spiritual promotion. We're going to get all the details out for you in a second. But this could be a spiritual promotion where you're stretching yourself, stretching your faith, jumping into the unknown. Or this could be literally a promotion at work. So we'll see what kind of promotion it is. But I love how abundant this energy is of the Empress. It's like something that's growing, something that might be a little underestimated at first, and then we've got this decision. Okay, so let's unpack these. I want to get one more. It feels right. I'm so glad I did. The 9 of Cups. So this is going to be an extended for all of you guys who enjoy going on to the extendeds and like really long readings with lots of great advice. We will have that in the link in the description box below. All right, 2 of Cups. Tell me more about this. 2 of Cups. Okay, so you've had some disappointment in regards to this relationship. Tell me about that. King of Wands, somebody's being a butt. King of Wands, maybe they're being a little withholding, or being, the Four of Pentacles was turned around in the deck, wanted to flip, but didn't. How withholding of the withholding card. Oh my gosh. King of Wands is upside down. So it suggests that this energy is in their ego. There's an energy, there's somebody here who is in their ego, and maybe they're, yeah, maybe they're kind of leaving you out of a plan, or kind of being cold towards you. Maybe some of you guys might not have that much contact with them right now. There's a fight going on, y'all. Okay, it's okay. Give yourself a little hug. This is going towards abundance and a big judgment thing going on. So it's good. It's good. It's going to be all right. What do we need to know about this fight, this arguing, or this shaking? So we've got history here. We've got past. We've got nostalgia energy. This could be children. This could be family. So you might be having a disagreement and feeling a little out in the cold or misunderstood in this relationship that usually is really in alignment. And so it's that much more upsetting, you know, when you're not getting it together with your person, you know. Okay, so tell me about this Empress. Okay. The intuition, and on its side, the Lover's card. You know what to do, boo. You're fine. You're going to be okay. You got that intuition. But I think intuition is going to be, if not yet, it's going to eventually be telling you to go inside a little bit, to withdraw a little bit, to connect with yourself. And that is the right thing to do. So this is also connecting in, I'm going to actually take off these glasses because I'm sure that it's reflecting badly off the light. Sorry about that. So this is being like, you know what? You need to reconnect to your intuition. How do you do that? Focus on the things that you have abundance in, that you are grateful for, that you have plenty of. If that's a certain support from certain individuals, if that's doing arts and crafts to your heart's delight, whatever it is, but going within to process. You're being called to do that. And it's specifically about this Lover's card. We've got the relationship here. This kind of, it's just a slight misalignment. It doesn't look like really bad or anything. This just looks like y'all are just disagreeing on something, or there's some, for a very few of you guys, there might be even a competitive energy in here. But for the most part, it just feels like it's a disagreement that's bothersome. Okay, all right. So Judgment card, why the big Judgment card here for my Cancers? You are feeling in your convictions. It's saying stick with what you feel. Stick with your convictions here, Cancer. 7 of Wands, right? So play King of the Mountain with any doubts that might creep up. Even if there's somebody else's, you stand up for yourself. Okay, what about this Page of Pentacles? There's a learning curve that you might be going through right now. And you might not be alone in that. You might be with your partner. And we react differently to learning curves because it's a humbling time of, it's humbling. It's humbling to learn. It's humbling to feel that vastness of not knowing enough in a situation. But there's a major transformation happening here. Page of Pentacles to the Temperance. And I'll tell you 2 things that are really key right now is patience and balance. And even on the material world, what can you balance? So ask yourself, like, am I getting enough sleep? Am I eating right for my body? Like, these little things we can actually control. Bigger life stuff, not always, right? But it seems like you're going through something with this partner who is a divine partner. They're like a soulmate energy with you. But you guys are having perhapsly, that's not a word, perhaps an uncommon disagreement. It's like uncommon for you guys to chafe like this. And it might be uncommon for them to be so in their ego. They might be uncharacteristically cold, or you might be feeling unusually left out. And so withdrawing, reattaching, not withdrawing out of passive aggressiveness, not withdrawing from pain or guilt or shame or any of that. It's withdrawing to reconnect specifically. And that's when there's like this insight. I think you grind your heels deeper into the ground about something in particular that you feel in your convictions about, that you feel right about. And it's also an understanding that what you can control are some of these little bits and pieces in our material world, you know, about when you set your alarm and how much you're eating and how much you're sleeping, and, you know, it's rebalancing. Something needs to be something's been a little bit out of balance. And it might be all about how one approaches this learning curve. What is this learning curve? There might be travel involved. There might be this is news. This has a sense of like getting news or a fast energy that changes things. But it's really good. It's really good. And you might not realize it at first, because the Page of Cups is something really good occurs where you least expect it. It's having fun when you least expect it. It's playful energy. This has got a little bit of a mirror. We do kind of call this the miracle card. It's sparkly. It's positive. It doesn't have to be all uphill. New deck of cards. What's this Two of Swords? Now this is the decision time. What's this decision? What's this Two of Swords for my Cancers? I love that you have High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You had High Priestess earlier when you withdraw to reconnect to yourself. You know what to do. What's the Two of Swords? Listen, if somebody wants, there's the Empress. Okay. This tough decision. The cards that came out with it are like a major rebalancing and reciprocity. It says generous giving and generous receiving. King of Pentacles is earth energy. It could be an earth sign, but it could also be somebody who might be a benefactor or somebody who's an investor in you or your ideas, somebody who wants to help, somebody who's not emotionally tied into this so much as they are. Now, for some, bear with me, because for some of you guys, this branches off into two possible meanings. It could be somebody who wants to give to you, basically. And it's saying, yeah, for some reason, there might be a difficulty in making the choice to receive this, but there's such great abundance. That's where our Empress comes out. I feel that maybe this is something why you're going to that quiet place to reconnect to yourself, because it's around growth. It's around saying yes to some kind of growth. And it could be financial investment that could possibly grow. And you're like, I don't know. It could be that somebody wants to help invest and be a part of something. And you're like, I don't know if we need to complicate it with you and helping out. You guys are all going through different scenarios. The energy is the same. Let me tell you another possible meaning to this. It could be that the King of Pentacles represents simply a person who does usually, if they're the King of Pentacles in your reading, then they're somebody who's the breadwinner. They're somebody who's representing the financial stability, usually, in this situation. Otherwise, they would come out a different card, okay? So this is somebody who wants to give to you, who wants to be generous. Same meaning, right? So it's just that the roles changed. You know, this could be your partner. Huh. Let me get a little more on this. The Fool card. Yeah, it's like this new, there's something new about it. Might be kind of scary. It would start a new journey. Well, what is the hesitation here? Why do we have the other sword in your head about things? The hesitation. I could be happy. The Knight of Cups. Let's just get a little bit more on that. What is this? Five of Swords. Cutting your losses. Might be difficult to cut your losses. You want your cake and eat it too?